Hello. I'm gonna talk a little loud because I have my mic right next to me. I'm holding my mic right now, but you can't tell. So soon you're like, okay, why is your webcam like this? I'm gonna fix that soon because right over here, I was doing a Photoshop project and I was using Screen Notes OBS to record, not for YouTube, for something else, and I was just doing that, and that's why. I'm pretty sure we can all assume that, right? If you didn't know why my webcam's like this, I don't know what you're thinking about. But don't worry, I'm gonna fix it now. First, let me put it in the right position, right over there, and then I'll just make it a little bigger. There we go. Okay. Now so many. You can see all the Zoom meetings I've attended, you guys. It's just like this. It's 2:09 p.m. and I'm starving for making a video. I don't know what that meant. I really didn't know. I haven't made a video since 5 days, I believe. I think my last video was like last week, Saturday or Sunday. I think when we did that animation video, which was fun. Okay, we got to finally learn how to import audio into Adobe Character Animator and use that. But actually, here's the thing: Adobe Animate and Character Animator are two very different things. They're for the same purpose, by the same company, and they're both different aspects. So Adobe, let me talk a little bit about this case so to clear from confusions. Adobe Animate used to be called Adobe Flash, and it used to be pretty simple. Everyone used to like it until the name changed. Now it's called. The weird thing is that it makes you think they're so similar because they're named very similarly. I mean, Character Animator and Adobe Animate, but the truth is they're not really that much similar, really. Okay, Adobe Animator, which is AN, like it looks like you create out a table, and Character Animator, which is actually CH, okay, because it's two words, so one letter from each word, obviously, like that. But that's just how it is. And I'm holding some scissors, and I'm ready to get some work done. So what we have over here is Google, and I don't know if you guys know who this guy is, but we're just gonna click on him. And I guess he was born today, Bennett Mandelbrot. Uh, I'm saying this just because I wanted to see what Google promised me every day, and I wanted to see. He died 10 years ago, so yeah, I was 4 years old when he dies. I'm gonna let you guys guess how. Anyway, and he was born on this day. Let's see, how many years ago was he born? It's 2020 right now. He was born in 1924. Do the math without a calculator or any piece of paper. Do it in your head. I'm gonna guess. So what do you think? At first, you know he died in 2010, but we're gonna figure out uh, how many years ago was he born. Now, obviously, he had to be born these many years ago. Okay, 1924. That's like very early in the 19th century. So he lived a long life, though. He lived a short life. He lived a pretty long life. And he didn't die that long ago. He died pretty recently. I know it was what do you call it? Um, uh, 10th of a century ago. What do you call it? Oh yeah, a decade. I'll just call it a decade. I forgot about decades. Oh, good old 10 decade years. Anyway, yeah. So there's that. Now, mm, what was I gonna think and save next? Oh yeah, I need to close my door. All right, we're ready to get some work done. I am. So let's see what we have over here. Alright, so what we're gonna do first of all is here's a good question. What kind of video should I make? Fun fact, I'm like, I need to make a video right now and I don't plan it now. I have ideas, but I didn't have a specific idea for this video, so I just went into planning on that. So what's the planning for it? Let's figure it out. My ears are hearing some weird sound. It's like that, you know, that sound you hear when everything's super quiet? That beep, 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 beep. I know what I can do first. I can tell you guys something that I've been doing. Filters. I've been applying some filters with my background. I'm going to show you guys some filters I have. I have 30 filters. And this is a brightness filter I've applied. I don't know if you guys noticed, but my webcam is slightly, just a little brighter than how much it used to be. Not too much brighter, but a little bit. So if we go to my filters, where are my filters? There they are. I think OBS might have some built-in filters. I actually had to go and get some because I use Streamlabs OBS and it does not. Streamlabs OBS is only for streaming, but I actually use it for recording because OBS, I just can't deal with OBS. I just can't deal with Streamlabs OBS though. I can deal with it, and it's fine. The problem is Streamlabs OBS is really meant for streaming, and I don't have enough subscribers to actually do streaming because nobody's gonna watch them. That's one thing, and I wish Streamlabs OBS had a pause button where it could just pause the recording. Instead, every time I have to do an "I'll be right back" screen. It's pretty annoying, but that's just how it is. Now, I could edit the part out, but that just feels unnatural, okay? You know, you have to go and you have to. I mean, I get it, you can just edit out the snippet, so I can do an "I'll be right back" screen. I can and then edit that part out so that never appeared on screen. I could do that, or this does require a lot of work. I'll have to do more takes. So I'll do one take and the video come back. The problem with this is the file size might be too big and I'll have to compress it, and I don't know if I'll have to pay for the extra compression. There's a lot of problems. Now, yes, the longer the video is, longer the file size is going to be. Now, this video has been going on for 6 minutes and 18 seconds. So, I'm going to try to keep this video at around 3 minutes. Okay? Because I'm gonna go and watch a new episode of Mandalorian. I have not watched season 2, episode 4 of Mandalorian yet. I'm gonna go and watch it though, pretty soon. It's 2:15 p.m. and I've already got some more time. So first thing I'm gonna do is filters. Why have I not changed my filters yet? I'm saying I'm gonna do it, but I still haven't. Oh, there we go. Filters. Okay, so I have these filters. So here's the first filter I have, and this filter. This filter. So you can just look at my different filters you have, and you guys can comment down below it if you like any of these filters. So if I want, I can just like apply this filter. Now, not all these filters are vastly different, but some of them are like this one. They do have different lighting color values, so they're really not going to change anything besides just lighting a little bit, I guess. But I can apply different ones, and they will slightly change. Like this one, it makes me yellow. Okay. And then I have this filter, which kind of makes me slightly yellow. So again, some of these filters are a bit similar, and that's another yellow one, I guess. But they all do different things. I was actually thinking if I should do this now or at night, and I'm like, why wait? So, here's another filter I have. Again, I got these filters a while ago. You don't hear that? That's the sound of a door slam. 28 and 29. Okay, those are my filters I have. I'm not sure, guys, how to color in Photoshop, first of all. No, this is a process video. What am I saying? Let's get started. Let me open up processing. Okay. So, again, files. Click on files way too many times. Hold on. Oh, I clicked on files like 10 times and just these files code pop-ups are just coming. And you guys can't see them yet because they're over here, but I need to open it up. Where is it? Where's processing? It's in my quick access right now. At least it should be in my quick access. There it is. Processing. Okay, it's starting. It's on its way. I sent the request, and the request will be met. Okay. It's on its way. So, I have another device sitting over here, my Chromebook, Infinity Chromebook, and it's charging. It's plugged in over here. I'm going to look at information. I'm going to do that. I'm just going to follow the pen. So let me look at it. Okay, let's see. So a few changes I made. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but you need to watch my YouTube channel for 1 second to make sure I didn't make a YouTube video on this because I don't know what I've been making YouTube videos about. So that's why I have my Chromebook over here. If you open up YouTube, you can check and see in my channel if I have not already made this video yet. If you don't know what I mean by that, then that's fine. I made another YouTube video, or maybe I didn't. on some other stuff, so I'm just checking out what my videos were. Okay, never mind, I haven't done it, so I can do it now. A couple changes I made. First of all, I've increased my font size, so let's say I want to type the word variable. It comes out to be pretty big and readable. This was the problem I had, and I'll fix it. I just didn't make a YouTube video, but I fixed it a long time ago, okay? So yeah, it's fixed. How did I fix it? If you go to File, Preferences, or Control Comma, you notice my font size is 48. And if I make this, does this change anything? I don't know. I'm gonna make it 16 again. So File, Preferences, and that's automatically 14. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I increased the font size to 14, so now it'll actually come bigger. And yeah, that's fine. I had a weird problem with some other stuff, but that's fine. Anyway, okay. So now what we're gonna do is yeah. So my channel trailer, everything's been released. I've got 16 subscribers, hoping to get to 30 now. I guess 30 is a good goal again. Just doubling it, so per 15. It was so creepy. There's fan over here. You can see because it's really bright. And what happened was actually it's pretty quiet, but the fan it's going pretty fast because it's always warm in this room. And there's this piece of paper which is so light. It was just moving. It was making weird scrapings. So I'm like, what is that? I'm like, oh, that's it. Okay, I said 30 minutes. We're at 11 minutes and 38 seconds, so we gotta beat that. Okay. So today we're gonna learn something in processing called integers and floats in processing. Okay, integers and floats. So what are integers and floats? Now you know what integers are, okay, but we need to transport that into processing. So integers and floats are something like this. I already wrote the code for it. Okay, I even wrote the code for it already. This is what the code should look like, okay? You guys haven't coded it yet, but I already coded it. I even made a video for it, but I deleted it because I wanted to add some stuff to it. So this is integer A. You guys can start writing this. It's fine, even I don't write it with you. So integer A, and so what are integers? Integers are just numbers. They could be whole numbers. They're whole numbers. They have to be whole numbers, which can be positive integers, negative integers, or zero. A pretty interesting integer. No value. It's worth nothing. Now you guys know what decimals. Okay, decimals and fractions, they have a point. They're not exactly a whole number. They're a little, they're small fragments, small pieces of a whole number. And in integers, when we did ppy.js, we were able to use int to represent integers. But here in processing, in Java especially, you need to use float. Float can characterize into a special decimal place, and you get put decimal places after it. So I'm not going to play the code yet. I just want you guys to see it at first, and I'm going to explain later. So integer a equals 0. Okay. And then what I did was I said create a variable a of the data type int. And then I said float b equals 0.0. Create a variable b of the data type float. And then over here it says void setup. Size 640 by 360, and this is canvas size, and then stroke of 255. Then I close the setup off, and then there was the function draw, which is background 0, and a equals a plus 1, b equals b plus 0.2, in line a 0a, height divided by 2, and then line b, height 2, and then b and height k. So if a is greater than the width, a equals 0, and if b is greater than the width, then a equals 0, and if b... Did I write this twice, seriously? Okay, hold on, there's some code at the bottom that hopefully I'm not hiding, so I'm just gonna check that. Okay, now I'm going to run the code and let's see what happens. And then we get this, okay? Now you're like, okay, so Sid, what is going on here? What is this? So we have two lines, basically you can say, again, the top one, which is pointing down, is probably moving faster, and it just keeps coming back. Now the bottom one, it's going at a slower speed, and it's gonna take a while for it to come back. You can do this like the rotation of the spinning of objects. This is a little fun thing I coded. So again, if you need this code, it's here, or where is it? Right here. It's right over here. Here's the code. This is the code. You don't need to write the comments part, but I just wrote that to explain some stuff. Okay. Now that you got the basics of float integers, I think you did. If you have any questions, just ask me. So yeah. Now I don't want to end this video that soon, okay? I got under my 30-minute time limit, so obviously I'm gonna extend it. Okay, this video is only at 15 minutes and 12 seconds, approximately. So what I'm gonna do now is, what am I gonna do now? I really wanted to talk about nitrogen floats because of how like important they are, but if there's anything else we wanted to do, I guess there is. So again, I created these variables, okay, A and B, okay, and I guess that they should have been fine to work. But now I think I'm going to get into what integers are. So I'm gonna hit File, New, and I'm going to. This is gonna be about integers. So I'm gonna hit File, Save As, and then I'm gonna call this integers. And one thing I want to do is I want to go over there to my board and like write some stuff and then like come back. So if that's fine with you, then I guess I can do that. But the problem is I'm gonna have to edit parts of this video out, and I do not want to do. I'm gonna have to figure out how to do that, but just not right now, okay? Integers. So with integers, I'm just gonna write this, okay? Integer a. So over here, I'm gonna write declare variable. Did I spell variable wrong? No, I did not. Variable a. I need so much space. Declare variable a of type int. Now obviously it has a line under it, but we're gonna fix that soon. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's a line over there. I'm gonna fix that soon, okay? And then we're gonna say a is equal to 23. Okay. So what we did here was, I forgot my that. Assign a value of 23. Integer b. So now we're going to do another integer. Integer b is equal to. This is if you don't know how to assign integers and variables. If you never saw my P4VegEdge playlist, or just to know how, this is a simple way to do it. Okay. So you guys can do this, and then you just can go back and rewind the video to where I talked about the code there, and you can just watch it. If I'm too fast, you can just slow the playback rate, whatever works for you. So b is equal to negative 256. Integer b is. So here, declare variable. Again, this is a very easy day for everyone because I'm not going to assign anything new to you guys. Okay, I'm going to write integer c. So I want you guys to try coding something like this. Okay, maybe something like the float, or maybe create your own variables and integers, whatever you want, and use that in my similar way. And maybe you guys can make something like that. Okay, so a plus b. Declare. I'm writing the declarations after. You guys can write it before if you want, or you don't have to even write them at all. But I'm writing these just so. In comments, general people write them for one reason. They don't have any purpose, but it's to like explain clearly what this line of code is and what it means and how it will run and how it will function. Okay, and that's what comments do. Okay, you guys don't have to write them, but I'm gonna say they're useful. Okay, you don't have to copy everything I'm writing. You guys can write your own comments, whatever based upon whatever code you're doing. Assign the sum of a. I'm just gonna do a, a, and b. Okay. Now, let's see if hopefully I can play it. Oh, there it is. Wait, not that one though. Hold on. The value of C has not been defined. Well, I need to fix that because I need to give C some sort of value. Didn't this used to like work before? This should work. I don't know if processing variable C is not used. It should work. You know what A is and you know what B is, so why can't this work? All I'm seeing is a canvas. Let's see if I can debug. I have no idea how this debugger thing works. Do I have to get like see a value? It should work though. Why isn't this thing working? I'm very disappointed in this. Did I write something wrong? Duplicate a variable A. The value of variable C is not used. I'm literally using it right here. What else do you need? Can I should I write integer A plus integer B? Okay, fine, then I'll delete this. And you know what, we're gonna try a different one. Okay, this is just nonsense. I still have 9 minutes until I can end the video, but I'm probably not going to. Why do that? Have some fun. So we'll try something else then, because processing is being a coward. I'm not so sure about that. Just stick to what I did before, okay? Stick to the math. I want to show you guys. Actually, I'm not gonna do. Remember that house with the house video we did, which we converted from JavaScript to Java. I'm not gonna do any of those for more because those are a little bit harder to do, especially the ones I do after that. Um, now not the simple shapes one. That's just boring. We want to do more fun stuff than that, okay? So why I haven't made a video in a while is because I'm giving less time. Whenever I don't upload a video for a while, that's your chance to go back and watch all the remaining videos that you're missing. For example, let's see, if you only watch my channel for the purpose of Photoshop, then watch those unwatched Photoshop playlist. If you only watch my channel for the purpose of animation, watch any animation video I haven't done yet. But then again, even if you now the thing is, what if you don't have Adobe Animate? Then what do you do? Because for example, there's an alternative for Photoshop, which is Photopea, but there's not really a good alternative for Adobe Animate. There is no alternative, okay? And because of that, the fact that there is no alternative, we can't necessarily do anything. Like, it can't give you one, so I'm just gonna ask you to buy it, or maybe if your friend has it, go use them. Find your own alternatives, guys. So let me search up some really good um, Adobe Animate alternative. So these are some ones, Adobe, but these aren't good. None of these are good. Adobe Character Animator, free download. Are there any alternatives for Adobe Character Animator? No, I hate when that happens. No, I do have Blender. Blender is an option. Oh, yay. My snack. Uh-huh. I do a Blender, which is another animation tool you can use. I'm gonna show you guys what Blender is like. I do have that alternative, because I was always looking for a good animation tool. I may have deleted Blender, though. Nope, I did not delete Blender. This is what it does. Blender not responding. Now, it's not like Adobe Animate's not going to respond. If you saw the last video, I had the same problem. Close the program. Yeah, I don't care what Windows and Microsoft do. Well, what if you have a Mac and something's not responding, or does it respond to, who does it respond to then? I've never had a MacBook, so I'm curious to know what happens when something doesn't work. Because I've used Windows my entire life. I'm used to seeing this. But what happens if you use Mac? Okay, that's gone. Yay. Useless stuff is gone. So, now what we're going to try to do is, um, go watch some Dan Schiffman video, you guys, if you want, from Coding Train. He does videos, but his videos are very, very, he has easy ones to understand. Again, he helped me start, but then I realized that do I want to keep watching these videos? Yes, but do I also want to continue my own? Yes. I was wondering if I should subscribe or not, but then I'm like, should I subscribe? I think I may have unsubscribed to his channel, though. I'm sorry if I did, man, though, but I'm not saying videos are bad. They're just not for me anymore. Now, a good place to learn coding, if you're wondering where your parents should put you guys, is White Hat Junior. And you're like, oh, I've heard about White Hat Junior. Yeah, those commercials that come on YouTube, right? Those ads on YouTube, they're for little small kids, right? Well, wrong. If you guys have actually gone to the website and searched it up, it goes up to 10th grade. I might take the 10th grade one, but I'm a little worried. And the good thing is they're spread across all different types of languages, and the ones I'm focusing on right now is just Java, which is a good language to start with. Java or JavaScript. If you're a new coder and you're wondering which language to pick first, choose JavaScript or Java, or if you want to get into web designing as a job, I say start with the basics of HTML first and then go on to CSS and all that kind of stuff. Good. I'm here for answers, but if you want to ask someone what language, if there's a language you want to do, um, that's not one of the basics. For example, Python. Python is not necessarily a basic language. It's more developed and, but not necessarily complicated. Here's the fun fact: no language is complicated. You just tell yourself that, okay? Now, like, oh, but there's so many lines of code, and I don't understand what they mean. You will go through a line of code and they will make sense to you, and if they don't make sense to you, then just ask what is you need. It's good to know what every line of code you write means. If you're just writing something you don't know what it means, so that's a problem. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I wonder if, yeah, that's true. Alright, we're almost at the 30-minute time limit, but I really want to end the video yet. Not yet anyway. I need to go eat my popcorn, man. I'm starving. It's 2:36 p.m. I really didn't have. I only had a little bit of lunch. But what I'm gonna do for you guys, is I'm gonna do something that I think we all deserve. Ooh, don't save. I never want to see you again for the rest of my life. I was working on this weird Photoshop thing, but uh, okay. What I'm gonna do now is say this. Have a great Thanksgiving break, you guys. No teacher, and I really don't want to be one. But I want to say during the break, I will upload a little bit more often, sort of thing. Okay. Next is Photoshop video already reserved. I'm going to plan on recording it soon. Then, will there be an animation video? Maybe there might be an animation video, but I'm not really sure when you're gonna see it though. Okay. Now here's the thing. In this video, I did no coding. I already wrote the code a long time ago in the video when I first wrote it, and then I deleted it, and then I actually wrote it again for separate videos. From this video, I never wrote it. I'm just like, here, you guys write it. I'm tired of rewriting it again and again. I understood it. If you didn't, it's a little fun project, okay? That we did. Now, actually, we could try this. We could try converting Java processing to P5.js. Now, this we actually might be able to do. Okay, you guys want to try it? Now, by it I mean this guy. You want to try that? Should I? Really? I thought I'm gonna quit P5.js. This would basically mean that I'm still gonna do JavaScript videos. I'm gonna see though. I'm gonna see if it works. Alright. I'm just going to do, how do I do it again? You have to like log in first. Log in first, come here. This means that, does this mean that p5.js is back on? That's my only thing. It's not a worry, but I kind of quit because I wanted to start doing Java. But don't worry, a new topic of Java will obviously come, so, but just for the sake of this. Do I really have to have it function, all that kind of stuff? Can't I just do this? Unexpected identifier, line 21. Okay, I can't do that. Alright, let's try this. We're just going to recreate it step by step, so I'm just going to move this over here. I'm going to try to recreate this in p5.js, and if it works, then great. If not, well, then I quit. We might have to try it with something else, because, again, this was just introducing flows to introduce you guys, because that's one main thing we need to learn. Oh, why am I doing that? Do we, like, need this, though? Okay. Let's see. So, the first thing we need to do, I guess, or the first thing I wrote, I can slide this over here. So this, I'm gonna copy it step by step. Create a variable, no, I'm not gonna write all of it, variable b of the data type float. Now I don't know if floats and integers is gonna work here as well. It's not going to, it won't, it will not. But I want to see how p5.js responds to it, what kind of error I want to get to. Because I really want to teach you guys how errors work. Nobody likes errors, which is why we need to find a way to be clear of them. I'm just going to copy, I'm just going to copy it because I wrote this. Now the stroke is how we actually like get the strokes in the sketch. Okay, and then we get into this, background 0. Alright, gives us our black background. A is equal to a plus 1. Is that fine? Is that fine? And then this is how we get our markings with line. Yeah. A0, A height divided by 2. And then it was line, line B height divided by 2, B then height, and then if A is greater than the I don't know if JavaScript can take this actually. We might have to do something different. A is equal to 0. Oh wait, no, not A. It should be B this time. Alright, let's see if this works. Uncaught reference on line 9. Oh, I forgot to do the whole A thing, right? I did forget. How could I forget that? My bad. Let's do this. Yeah. Yeah, flows do not work, you guys. But we could try something else. Hold on, I have a better idea. Variable. Uncaught reference of line 1. Alright, we'll try this. So I'll just do variable. And then variable. There we go. Yeah, floats and integers do not work here, you guys, so... But this is actually... One thing I did note is we were actually able to recreate this sketch from processing. And I knew this would happen, because processing you need... webcam's too big. Hold on, I'll shrink it down a little bit. Hey, there. I know I'm pretty small now, but... Yeah. So what I did was... I recreated the sketch and put it into pfab.js. If you guys like both of the channels, both playlists, I'm not going to add this in that playlist because this is a processing playlist only. But I did want to see if I could do this. I'll just add it into here. So we can try maybe and do it backwards. Now, obviously, I could just copy paste it in instead of floats and integers. I could just write variable and variable b. But I wanted to do that. I don't like how my comments are positioned, because they should like follow a sequence. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to copy these 2 lines of code. I'm going to copy this line of code. Well, I want to like select both. Oh, that's pretty bad. Select both. There we go. Copy it. Delete it. Move this up. And then paste it right here. That's better. It's positioned right now. It's just not going to change the code or anything, but I just want my stuff to be positioned correctly. Now, obviously, this code is incorrect, actually. Then there's no need to write this, because it doesn't really mean anything at all. Yeah, you don't need semicolons, but just like to put them. And if you put a semicolon, you don't need a space. For example, let's say you did this. This code will still function correctly. Why? Semicolon means it's done. It doesn't, but the spacing helps, like, you know, this way you won't have too much code in one line. Just easier. Now that's why we kind of just like break it apart in here. So I'm gonna call this what should I call it? Lines, lines, lines in moving lines. Actually, I don't know if Coding Train did a video like this. Maybe they did, maybe they did, I'm not sure. We should call moving lines. Okay. Do we have any other sketches that I have? I actually deleted some sketches. Maybe not. Did I not? Oh, cancel that. Yeah, I did. Oh, well, that's that. I think we're at the end of the video now. Next video will come sometime soon. I went from 30 to 40, but hey, that's expected to happen to this channel. See you soon, guys.